I gotta go get it right. There you go.
They call me Flip. And I was born in December 27, 1971.
So can you start off by telling us, so us be something like KD4L, FOE, and then you got like Lil Philly Funk Dogs, you got LPC. What era did you come up in, Lil Philly?
Well, I came up with the Lil Philly Funk Dogs. Um,
Who was your crew?
uh, well, I never had a crew. It was just me. Um, it was just a little Philly guys that just hung around. We all went to school together. Me, Boston, Mike Fletch, um, Lee. Lee hung out with us. Rat, Punkin, um,
Okay.
Big Punkin, yeah, Big
You
Punkin,
talking about Penny Cookie?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and Tony Watkins, Leonard, you know, Andrew, you know, he was younger than we was, but he hung out with us, you know, and who was and my homeboy Tony Hill. He from Hamlet, but he moved. His mama married Kootenai, and he raised up. He raised up with us, and so we just used to play football up here, up right across from Dominique's mama, Jan, in the field. Played sandlot ball, man. We go up there. We play from sun up to sundown. You know what I mean? We just we just balled. I mean, they kids don't do it now. You know, I guess it's grown up now, but it's a lot of stuff that the kids don't do now that we did back in our era. You know what I mean? Times have changed, and then for us like hanging out at clubs. Deborah from New York, Corrine and LeVar Mama. She had the club US1. And Big Time had the tub Rabbit Box, but then he changed it to the Chateau Club. Yeah, yep. And then beside Big Time was a barbershop, Walt McCain. And he's going there because he cut old people hair really good, but the young people he didn't really cut it that good. You know what I mean? So so I used to, I go down there and get my hair cut every once in a while, but I'd rather go down up on the block. No, down up on the block. You know what I mean? And we got our hair cut down there. And other than my granddaddy Boone there, and he cut our hair. Sometimes we get ready to go to school in the morning time because everybody used to go over there early in the morning and get ready to go to school. And that's where all the grandkids left to go to school at. And he'd be like, y'all come on downstairs, come on downstairs. And he cut our hair one by one because we had some nappy hair. We had some nappy hair. Yeah, nigga, sure enough, nigga hair. And my aunt, I never forget my aunt's Pat husband, Hawkeye. He used to call me and Eric. Well, he's called Eric Bad Hair Joyce. Cause Eric had peas on his head, boy. I had kind of, decent. Thought I was a little pretty boy, so I kind of keep mine a little done. But shit, Eric, that shit rolled up like flies, boy. Yeah, and we used to ride horses. Harry had horses. And y'all ever heard it? You ever tell y'all about the Boulder Plantation? Harry's put us on the Boulder Plantation. When we get off the school bus up there, the Boulder Plantation. When we get off the school bus up to Harry house, he stands outside with his gun over his shoulder, and we'll line up. And then we'll walk around. He'll walk around this yard. We'll pick up trash, clean this yard, and everything. Then he'll take us out to Miss Mill. Miss Mill had a store right beside it. He'll buy us something to eat, but he had this saying that said, "Hogging it, fogging it off, bloom, blight, and ziting. Come and see here." That's the little stuff. Couldn't nobody tell me that Harry was not in the army. I always thought all my life that Harry was in the army. I know my dad fought in Vietnam, but I always thought Harry fought in Vietnam too because of the stuff he used to do. Have us doing. And for years and years and years till I was almost out of school when I found out Harry never been in the service period. Yep. And Harry used to draw us, man. I mean, he look at us. We go up to his house. And we be sitting in the chair or something, he be over there. But you don't know what he doing. He be over there, he be, then when you look at him or something, he act like he ain't doing nothing. And yeah. Yeah, could draw. Kilo could draw. And before we leave out, he said, Boo, come here. I said, well, he said, look at here. And he had me have a picture of me look just like me when I was sitting in the chair. And I had no idea that he was drawing. He was drawing me, It's just a lot of things that we used to do.
I got a question before you go in. I remember playing football right there beside Harris. When I was young playing with LeBron, and Harry came. I don't know where I learned at ease, but like you said, I thought he served. I remember being taught at ease.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
From Harry.
From Harry.
And I thought he had served.
Yeah, Harry never served.
Can you tell us anything about Miss Amia?
Well, Miss Amia. I'm gonna tell you, I used to make so much money on Miss Amia, because every morning when we go to Harry's house, we go to grandma's house in the morning time, and then sometimes my mom and dad take us up to Emmy house, to get on the school bus. And I was at junior high school then, and I used to go out Miss Amia and buy penny candy. So you get 3 or 4 cookies for a penny at Miss Amia. You get them hard candy, 5 cents. Psh, you get so many candy. I used to take it to school and sell it on the break time. Like we go on the patio and get rich, get rich off of them. Well, we have a whole big bag of candy. Big bag of candy when we go to school.
I think it was 3. No, it was 5 cents or something like that.
Might have been something like that. Yeah.
I see it. The other sister.
My grandma was Miss Amia's sister, mother.
Who ran the store first?
Miss Amia.
Okay, so we grew up.
Yeah, y'all grew up Miss Amia. And then when she passed away, my grandma, Arcia, was running it. And then Wu got it after her. Yeah, Wu would do it. He got a little spot right there. He started doing it. It's man. I remember Miss Amia's husband, John Willie. Y'all don't know John Willie. Harry had a horse. He called him Scout. Harry used to paint his horse. His horse was a brown and white paint horse, a little pony, and Harry rode a buggy behind him. Everybody else ride their horse. Harry had a buggy he ride, and we come home. We come home and get out of school. But Scout be out there. Scout might be black and white instead of brown and white. He might be solid brown with a ring around his eye, white ring around his eye, because he used to paint his horse all kind of different colors. And now the horse was trained to listen to anything Harry say. Anything, only Harry. And Harry had him tied out there one day on the buggy and went in the house. He tell Scout, stay right there. She stayed there. And went in the house and came back out. Scout was gone. Miss John Willie had got on him, popped him, running down the road, and he couldn't stop him. So Harry whistled, and Scout turned around, turned the buggy over and everything. Came on back to the house and stopped. And John Willie told him he need to do something with that horse, because that horse crazy. The horse don't listen to nobody. He said the horse trying to kill him when he riding down there. It's just we used to. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go off topic a little.
Go ahead.
Before we go too far, can we get what's Harry's real name? Full name.
Harry is Harry Ellaby. Harry Ellaby. Him and Bake is twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't know they were twins.
Yeah. Harry and Larry.
I knew Harry and Larry were twins. I never knew that.
Yep. Harry.
I see it now, yeah.
Harry and Larry. Yep.
So, can you give me, because Boston want to know, can you give me a good Boston story?
Boston was one of the best basketball players around here.
I don't know now.
Yeah.
Twan.
Who? Twan was nice too, but Boston and Fletch, Boston and Mike was nice. That old Boston boy, let me tell you something, man. And Boston was one of Boston was sneaky too. I'll fight you in a minute. Let me see what things in Boston used to do, man. We used to do some of the craziest stuff.
You can talk about fights. You got Cabo. He like that. That was one time they was the club, everybody fighting, knocking out people. Females and all.
I can't remember a whole lot about, them. I know we used to go to the fights. That they was talking about Lovely's, or he was talking about up on the square.
I don't know either. He said everybody was fighting. Everybody from Lil Philly was fighting somebody.
And them boy memories a whole lot better than mine. But I know we used to do a lot of stuff, man. That's why I say I wish my brother Eric, he could trigger some of the things that we done, man. Cause Eric got a memory that.
Stuff that you don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to a lot of people want to know. Hear you talk about your football career. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell y'all.
Tell us something.
I love football. I'm gonna tell you how I got into football. Clan 7 played with McDonald. He was the only person from Lil Philly playing football, Little League football. I used to have my mama to take Clarence to be standing at the stop sign in front of MA house every afternoon, waiting for his ride to pick him up, take him to practice football. I used to go out there and hold his helmet until he get to his ride come. And I used to tell my mama, sign me up football. So she signed me up. And my first year playing football, I was a center. I was the smallest thing on the football field. I was a center. And I used to tell my coach, let me run the ball. And he was like, nah, you're too little. And just so happened, one day at practice, they had a scrimmage against the first string defense, and I was like, let me run the ball, coach. And they was like, Kootenai. Y'all remember Kootenai? Mildred's son, Kootenai. He's the same with the Swan Jubilees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he say, let me run the ball. And I made that first string defense look so bad, it didn't make no sense. And from that day forward, I never touched this. I was running back. I ran the ball all the time. And I mean, I played with RSNL. That's when I first started playing. That's the only Little League team I played with, RSNL. Well, it was in Rockingham then at the Park and Rec.
Okay.
They had them. Then they had two teams out of Hamlet. I think it was First Southern and was it Blue Rec? I think it was Blue Rec. But anyway, but they had McDonald's, they had Burger King, they had all kind of teams in Rockingham at the field out there in Rockingham, and and we played, and we always, RSNL was a team, and then what was it? The name of the team for Hammond that was so good, First Southern, I think it was First Southern, Hammond. Yeah, they was good too. That was Eric Thomas, Mike Thomas, all them boys played then. Then we went at Rockingham Junior High, me and Tony Hill. I didn't play. Flip wouldn't let me play no more ball after I got to the high school. That's junior high school. I played with 7th grade year, and then my 8th grade year. Then I played with the 9th grade team my 8th grade year, and so it was me and Tony Hill. We ran the split backfield then, me and Tony Hill. And so my 9th grade year, I ran the ball, and then I come to my 10th grade year. And when we got to the high school, went to practice, tried out practice, and they said, Flip, come over here, I want to see something. Put me on varsity to run against some of the varsity boys. So I ran the ball about 2 or 3 times. I did my thing. So the coach said, no, don't let it run no more. Don't let it run no more. You know what I mean? So they put me on varsity, and I ran fullback. I was a small, I wasn't but 142 pounds. I was 152 pounds. I ran fullback. I was the smallest fullback in the league. The first 5 games of the season, our tailback hadn't even scored a touchdown. It was just me, the receivers, and the quarterback. And so after that, I played first and second quarter. I ain't played third and fourth quarter, and I saw my records then, but I had lost, but I believe it was 2 games I ever really lost in my life. That was my, I think my 9th grade year, my ninth grade year, and homecoming on my senior year.
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Oh,
Oh, we
no.
played against Pembroke. Pembroke had a squad. You know, they was undefeated. We was undefeated. You know what I mean? And we was we score, they score. We score, they score. We score. I think the score was 21-20, something like that right there. Yeah. And Scotland never beat us. We used to run away from Scotland. Scotland have a chance with us.
What was one of your most memorable games you remember?
E.E. Smith. E.E. Smith playing against Junior Smith. You know, Junior Smith needed 28 yards to get the record. And, you know, they was comparing me and Junior Smith, you know, and they say he got it on their record, but on our stats,